राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जमुनाति वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Very nice, Mataji. Haribol to you. Harini Mataji, you want to recite the Mangala?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Prabhuji. Yeah, please. Hare Krishna, Matajis and Prabhujis, Dandapanna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnana Jana Salakaya Taksur Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manopestam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Pandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuthapata Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavascha Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Vitam Tam Sajivam Sat Sat Sa Sava Sat Satvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakha Vithamcha Sri Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Taptakancha Gaurangi Radha Vrunda Vaneshwari Vrisabhano Sutta Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalpa Tarupyasya Krupa Sindhobhya Eva cha Patitanam Pavanipyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namaha Sri Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Prabhujis and Matajis.
Haribol Mataji. Very nice, Mataji.
Thank you.
Okay, so devotees, yesterday we did spend some time talking about the lifespan of Lord Brahma. It might seem that there are a lot more technical detail, but actually our whole Shastra is Vedas are very scientific. And there are so many details. We don't have to understand or try to know, it's not possible. But let me show a very brief video from Srila Prabhupada. Are you able to see this, devotee?
Yes, Prabhuji.
One thing though, I need to share the sound. Let me know if you are able to hear the sound, devotee.
Suppose I am serving at a place, I am engaged in a service to a master, but I do not know how big is my master. But when I understand the influence and opulence and greatness of my master, I become more devoted. Oh, my master is so great. So therefore, simply knowing God is great and I have got some relationship with God, that is not sufficient. You must know how much great He is. Of course, you cannot calculate, but as far as possible, you should know how great He is, so that His service attitude, His affection may be more intimate. Suppose I am serving.
So devotees, let me open the other one. So I thought some basic information is always very, very effective. So any question on yesterday's, the lifespan of Brahma? And the reason our Vedas are so detailed, for example, even Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj has got only 7 days. But here Sukamani is giving him, actually Sutamani, it starts from Sukamani, so many personalities are giving so much of knowledge. Now the question, like very practical question would be, why they are talking about so much of creation, sub-creation, Brahma, the lifespan of Brahma, why there are thousands of episodes of, interaction with the Lord? Why cannot be just there 1 or 2? I can always remember that. I think I'm just analyzing this myself. It seems that our mind is not very mature. Mind, we may know that it has got at least 3 components. The basic mind, which is not very mature. Acharya say that it's like a child. It's not, it just takes whatever is given momentarily, then that's it. It goes, it plays according to its age, like 2-3 years old. Intelligence and intellect is much more matured, and of course, consciousness is even more the best. So our mind needs always, like a baby child, we tell don't eat candies, it will momentarily listen. After 5 minutes, it will come back and ask the same question, why cannot I have a candy? So the more and more we try to understand, it gets into, at least out of 100, we'll at least remember 1. I think that's the aspect of it. I think based on yesterday's discussion, I think the most important thing we have to remember is that Brahma's lifespan is very, very lengthy as per material world. There is a difference between Brahma is still part of this material manifestation. He is the topmost in the Satyaloka. But the intelligence we understand is that even he has got a beginning and end. So our goal is to go beyond that, even higher than that is Vaikuntha, the Goloka of Vrindavan. And also another thing we understand is that the time zone, the time zone is not the same as in Satyaloka versus Bhuloka. Even there is a difference. For example, Brahma's lifespan is only 100 years in Satyaloka. But we are in the same material manifestation, we are much slower. It takes us 311 trillions of years. So it's not the same. So we understand that. The higher and higher we go, everything changes. The consciousness is higher on the higher planets. The time zone is very different. But beyond that, Krishna is going to talk about this in the next 2-3 verses, where there is a higher zone which has got no time at all. Eternally, it is the same. There is no beginning, there is no end at all. That is what we are originally, our Atma. But this material manifestation, there are some changes every now and then. We saw that yesterday. what happens one mantra, what happens one day of Brahma, what happens after 100 years of Brahma, there is a total annihilation. So, just to give a little more examples for this, how the time zone works, this is not going to be technical. It's mostly Bhagavatam related. But before that, any question, devotees, on the lifespan of Brahma?
Yes, Prabhuji, I have one question. So there were two annihilations, right? One was at the end of Brahmaji's day, at the end of one kalpa. In that, like all the planets except for the top three get annihilated, right?
Except which planet?
The top three, except for the top three, all the below planets they get annihilated, right? And there was another mini annihilation at the end of 71.
No, 70. The one kalpa is 1000 cycle of Diya Yuga. The 4 Chaturu Yuga times 1000 is 1 day of Brahma. You are right. Everything below the Swargaloka, from Swargaloka, everything will get annihilated. Okay. Now there is something called a Manmantra. There is also a partial annihilation during that time. That Manmantra is about 71 cycle of Diya Yuga. 71. Okay. So
Prabhuji,
sorry.
sorry. So Prabhuji, it's called Dibya Yuga. Dibya Yuga.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for correcting. Okay. Some places they put Diya Yuga. I don't know. I think maybe it's the same. Divya, I don't know. Divya is divine. Diya is kind of a light. Many places they put Diya also, but that's fine. Thank you for correcting, Mataji. So this Chatur Yuga, the 4 yugas, times 71 is Manmantra. So there is a partial annihilation during that time also, but that is not all. Only the planet Earth and maybe a couple of other planets will be completely immersed in water, and even the sun and the light of the sun moon will be kind of hidden. They won't be prominent.
Okay,
and then even in before Manmantra and after Manmantra, there is some time gap also there. Nothing happens during that time.
Okay, so is that the same that we call Pralay?
What is that, Mataji? I'm sorry.
What people what we call Pralay, like during Matsya Avatar, at that time also the planet was underwater, and then Krishna came in the form of a fish and he saved the planet, right?
Yeah, that's a Matsya Avatar. Yeah.
Matsya Avatar. So like this is the same thing happens every 71 Chaturyuga cycle.
Little bit, not as severe as the 1 day of Brahma, which is called the Brahma Pralaya.
Got it.
Okay. So Brahma Pralaya, what happens is that the everything under below from Swargaloka, everything will be gone. All material entities, including us.
Got it.
Okay, but the higher planet, that the Maharloka, Tapaloka, Janaloka, and Satyaloka, they will stay. They don't get annihilated. They will get annihilated only after 100 years of Brahma.
Got it, Prabhuji. So in the 71-year cycle, the earth goes underwater, but it is not completely destroyed like in the end of 1000 cycle.
Correct. That's correct. And at the end of each Manmantra, because of that, see, there is a space between Bhuloka and Swargaloka. It's called Bhuvarloka. There are many planets there. The light planet, the moon planets, and so on. Some of them may not be functioning fully during that Manmantra. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you for explaining, Prabhuji.
Okay. So, just to give a couple of any other question, devotees?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. The couple of small things. One is that it's called Yuga Sandhya. So if we multiply 71 yugas for one Manu and 14 Manus in a day of Brahma, we get 994. Those rest of 16, rest of the 6 of them, yugas, they act as a yuga sandhyas, which is the joining period between manvantaras. So just one additional word there. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Haribol. Yes, Mataji. I showed a slide yesterday, but yeah, it's kind of yeah. You are right, Mataji. I agree with that. So, if any other comment, devotees, about how the one day of Brahma is calculated? Okay. Now let's a little bit go to the couple of episodes. One is what is that? Kakudmi, Kakadmi or Kakudmi. There is an episode in Bhagavatam. Maybe some of us may remember that. He was a very powerful king. He had a daughter called Revati. Very beautiful, very good looking, very intelligent, and she was very strong. Very unique combination. Somebody, beautiful, intelligent, strong. So now comes the problem. Kakudni is not able to find a proper groom. So he goes and meets with Brahma. He says, "Oh, Brahmaji, I need your help. I need a good, perfect groom for my daughter." So they go and meet with Brahma. Brahma is busy at that time with several things. So they wait for Brahma. Brahma asks them to wait. And after Brahma is free, he would come, he would say, "Okay, how can I help you?" Then Kakudni would say, "My daughter is here. I'm not able to find a good groom for a suitable groom. Please help me. I have a list of grooms. I think they may be compatible, suitable for her. But please, I need your guidance." Brahma would take a look at those lists and he would say, "You know what? The time you waited here, 2-3 yugas have already passed by. These entities are no more living at all. They have taken different births at different places. They're not no more, they are there." So Kakudmi and Revati, they were shocked. They said that we were only here for some time, for a short period of time. So the time zone in Satyaloka is very different from the time zone in Bhuloka. So what Brahma would say that, "Okay, anyhow, since you came to me for help, very soon Balaram is going to appear and she can marry Balaram." And that is how Balaram marries Revati. Revati is one of the wife of Balaram. And because she belongs to a different yuga, it is said that she was very tall. And Balaram would tap her on the head and make her kind of compatible to him for the Kali Yuga. Dwapara Yuga. So this is it's there in the Bhagavatam. I don't know exactly which canto. Nandini Mataji, do you know?
Ninth canto.
I'm sorry?
9th canto.
Wow, okay.
Because he's from Ram's dynasty, Lord Ram's dynasty, the Kaka, that guy, devotee.
Okay.
Revati's dad.
Okay. So what it gives us an idea that this is a very, very, beyond our kind of regular understanding how the time works. Even sometimes we feel that the same time in India, it's different. We are seeing it in a very minute way. And in the spiritual platform, higher platform, it's much, the magnitude is much more. Another episode would be when Krishna is there in the Vrindavan. Every day he goes out and plays with his friends. We know that. Now, Narada Muni would tell Lord Brahma, "Father, Supreme Lord has come here. He is performing amazing leelas every day." Brahma would not agree that. How is it possible? I am seeing him every time in Vaikuntha. 33 million devatas every morning. We all go and take his blessing. But anyhow, he would come and see. And what he's seeing is that here is a young boy who is been, his friends are, somebody is kicking him, somebody is playing him as a donkey, and he's taking out the remnants, the food remnant from the friends and eating that. And Brahma would say, "This is not possible at all. My Lord is so opulent, so majestic. for him, there is a line of devatas, ready to offer him the prasadam. And here he is snatching food from. So let me check it out. So what he would do, we all know, many of us would know this Leela, that he would hide the entire Krishna's friend and all the cows. And he would take them and keep all those in a cave. And Krishna would understand this, obviously, he is the Supreme Lord. He will immediately expand to all the friends and all the cows. And the time frame on a material platform, it is said to be 1 year. For Brahma, it was only 1 minute, maybe less than a minute. He took them to the cave, he hid them in the cave. Then he thought, let's see what this boy is doing without the friends and the cows. He would come back and see all the friends are there and all the cows are there. And it took only Brahma like maybe less than a minute. So that's the time. The concept of time is very, very different. Is that okay, Nandini Mataji?
Of course, Prabhu, everything you say is perfectly right.
Okay, so with that, let's go to now the today's verse 18. Okay, chapter 8, 18. Devotees, this and maybe the next one also, it's just going to talk about more about Brahma's day and what happens at during his daytime and during his nighttime. Yesterday, from the slide, we briefly saw that 4.32 billion years is just the day, which is like 12 hours. Then comes the night, same amount of, 4.32 billion years. At that time, again, all the jivas, they'll go and be with Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu. So let us read these two verses. I think this purport is very, very brief. We should be able to read at least two verses. Who can read, devotees?
अव्यक्ताद्व्यक्तयः सर्वाः प्रभवत्यः रागमे रात्रयागमे प्रलीयन्ते तत्रैवाव्यक्तसंज्ञके. Hare Krishna.
I can also.
Can a couple more devotees read?
I'll also try.
Okay.
Devotees understand my question. Avyakta-vyakta-ya sarvaha prabhavante aharaga-agame ratre agame pralayanti tatraivakta samyake. Thank you.
Haribol Prabhuji, very nice. One more maybe we can take. Let us see who is all here. Maybe Pavan Prabhu, you want to read?
Sure, Prabhu. Avyaktad vyaktayaha sarvaha prabhavante agame ratre agame pralayite tatra aivatyakha samajanke.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Devotees, who can read the synonym and translation? Actually, there is no purpose. So. Sushilpa Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so very much. Hare Krishna Dhamma. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Translation, synonyms and translation by everyone. Gesis Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada teacher. Avyakta, from the unmanifest. Vyaktayaha, living entities. Sarva, all. Prabhavanti, become manifest. Ahagame, at the beginning of the day. Ratri Agame, at the fall of night, Pralayanti are unannihilated. Tatra, into that, Eva, certainly, Avyakta, the unmanifest, Sangyake, which is called. Translation: at the beginning of Brahma's day, all living entities become manifest from the unmanifest state, and thereafter, when the night falls, they are merged into the unmanifest again. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Any thoughts, Mataji?
As you were explaining my 2 cents, as you were beautifully explaining earlier prior to the read, Krishna is explaining here about with reference to Brahma's day, and the souls who are in the unmanifest state, they get manifested, and then they get to the unmanifested state again. I was just translating what is in the translation, Prabhu, please forgive. So it's important to know what happens in the day of Brahma. In the morning, what happens, and at night, what happens. Thank you, Prabhuji. Please correct.
Right. More thoughts, devotees. Yesterday I was showing this for you. It might help us a little bit. Let's not, I know not many of us may be interested. I'm personally myself is not a big statistics guy, but there is so much of science involved in this. I believe my Guru Maharaj, he himself has written at least 3 or 4 books on cosmology, a cosmic paradigm. And there is a whole very, very senior devotees, experts, acharyas are all working with the Vedic planetarium that is being constructed in Mayapur. All these factors are considered. We don't know, we don't have to, we don't have that much time to understand everything, but at least we can understand some of the major, yesterday we briefly discussed about this is the Chatur Yuga, the 4 yugas. So 1,000 of such yugas will become one day, which is called the Kalpa. This is just one day. And when Brahma becomes 100 years, the entire manifestation, the material manifestation, beginning from Satyaloka, everything will be dismantled. Then, there's another creation will happen. But before all this creation and devastation, there is a time gap. So here also, in one day and the night, all the jivas, all the material entities, they go and I think Mahavishnu keeps everybody in his abdomen. So again, we are manifested. From there, again, from the day begins for Brahma, after 4.32 billions of years, we again take birth based on all our karma will continue. It will be there until we reach our final destination of Goloka Vrindavan, Krishna Loka, Vaikuntha. This process is going to continue forever. So yesterday I briefly mentioned devotees. Prabhupada used to say that we are Nitya Baddhas, meaning we are eternally here. We have never been to Goloka Vrindavan, but there are some other thoughts also. It says that maybe we were at one point of time at Krishna Loka, and then we fell down because we did not use our free will properly, even after reaching Krishna Loka. I don't know, but I don't know about between the two things, which one is correct. But Prabhupada has mostly shared that we have been here eternally. And many times he said that also, right now, how we came here is not a big question, but how we are going to get out of this, we should concentrate on that. Nandini Mataji, any thoughts on, because yesterday there was a question whether we were at Krishna Loka at some point of time, and some of us may have fallen down from there, or we have been here eternally.
Prabhu, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a big point of controversy, and it has been just the pondering too much on this has been a problem sometimes. So as far as we understand, we just know that you fall only one time. You don't fall again and again. That's my understanding. Prabhu, please correct me. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you're right. There is not a... right now, Acharya is saying, let's get out of this place. We are drowning. So in this material world, let us get out of this. Both of them are possible, that some of us may have never been with... Everything comes out of Krishna eventually. But the only thing is that whether we were at some point of time with Krishna in Krishna Loka, I've heard a different version. Some set of senior acharyas, devotees, they say that we were never with Krishna, and this is an opportunity for us to go to Krishna Loka, and some mention whatever you have told. So both are good. So anyhow, this is what happens in one day of Brahma. It keeps on happening again and again. The question is that how do we come out of this? That is what is the entire Krishna consciousness about. So any comments? Raghu Prabhu, you haven't said anything, Prabhuji.
You have explained everything well. This particular verse, I mean, I think it's saying it all. So it's a partial annihilation as opposed to after 100 years of Brahma when it's a complete annihilation. So that's one thing that's, we got to remember that it's just a partial annihilation. And after each of those, the yuga cycles are over, the 1,000 cycles that go on during the day of Brahma, after each of those cycles, then the next cycle, I assume, starts immediately. Is that correct? And all the Kali Yuga is over, and then the next cycle commences. Because during the day, there's no annihilation. Can you comment?
Yeah, you are right, Prabhu. You are right. I will agree to, let's see.
I think the basic point is the whole cycle. It's a cycle. It's like, our own soul goes through the same cycle of manifest, unmanifest, and then the universe itself goes through a cycle of manifest and unmanifest, and it continues to just keep going in this cycle till it becomes fully unmanifested, and then again it starts to manifest from zero. It's just a circular, cyclic path that it continues to go on.
No, that wasn't what
there is no end.
What I was saying was that after a day of Brahma, there's partial annihilation. Manifest goes into unmanifest, and after the night of Brahma, then it's manifest again. But during the day of Brahma, there are 1,000 cycles of these 4 yugas. So I'm just saying that after the Kali Yuga, then immediately it's going to switch back to Satya Yuga. That's what I understand, but you can correct me.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, my best understanding is what you are saying. That's correct. Again, I'm not a very technical person in this subject matter, but you are right. In one day, the 12-hour period, the 4.32 billion years, this keeps on continuing. Satya Yuga, it is a cycle. It will go on for 1,000 cycles without any annihilation or any changes. There will be some changes. One thing is that Krishna may not appear until the 1,000 cycle. That is also we understand. We have been very fortunate that Krishna appeared about 5,000 years ago. But in the next cycle of the Satya Yuga, which will happen after 428,000 years, if you go with the mathematics, this is about 432. 5,000 years have already gone by, so 420, whatever, 27, 28. That immediately Satya Yuga will again begin. But when Satya Yuga happens, again all the Leelas will keep on going. But Krishna appearing during this Dwapara Yuga, he may come in some other form. Because Krishna says, Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. So he's going to appear. Every Yuga he appears. But whether Krishna will appear as Krishna, I think my best understanding is that he appears only once, one day of Brahma. So he may not, for the next several thousands of years, Krishna is not going to appear as Krishna. Same thing with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They all appear only one day of them.
I have one other question. In the last verse, we read that about Kalki appearing at the end of his 432,000 years.
Right.
I heard some people, even now, they pray to Kalki. Do you know why that would be? I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, if you've heard of it?
Yeah, you're right, Prabhu. In fact, I landed in USA in 91, and that year, Prabhu, I got a call from one of my relatives, and they mentioned that Kalki has appeared in Hyderabad, and there are thousands of people going to have a darshan of Kalki, and honestly, I didn't have any idea of how all these things work. All I know is that at the end of Kali Yuga, at that time, I didn't even realize that we still have 432,000 years. My understanding at that time was that Kali Yuga will end at some point of time soon. I didn't have a number of years. And actually, somebody has claimed at that time that they are avatar of Kalki, and that the world is going to end very soon. And there were many people who took they went to this person's house and they took whatever, darshan or whatever it is, Those are all, now we understand, because knowledge is very important. Now we are learning in a much better, authentic way of understanding this. So we don't have to really follow that. But if somebody is really worshipping Kalki, that's also a form of Krishna only. But the question to be asked, devotees, is that do we really have to wait for Kalki? 432,000 years. Do we really want to live that long? And what are we going to achieve? Devotees, any thoughts? Do we really want to live 432,000 years?
No, Prabhuji, no way.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Prabhupada said after 10,000 years, he's no more. So we don't even want to wait until 10,000, first of all. What to speak
10,000 years, after 10,000 years, there will be a disaster in Kali Yuga. So it's better to go back to Godhead, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Also, Prabhuji.
Two very elevated Matajis have said no. But let me ask another question then. Do we want to live another 10,000, 5,000 years?
No.
No, the thing is that when we say Janme Janme Prabhu se, Chakudan Diloje, Janme Janme Prabhu se, it depends on whatever Lord Chaitanya want. We'll go there and preach. And but as far as our Ishtadev is concerned, that's always Lord Gauranga. Kalki, no Kalki. We don't have so much attachment to Kalki. We just attach to Lord Gauranga.
Very nice, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Indra Mataji, you wanted to say something?
Yes, Prabhuji. Also, there is no guarantee we'll take again a human form to have a Krishna consciousness too. We could take any, body also. So, which is going to be difficult to be in Krishna consciousness. That's all, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Indra Mataji. Because why do we have to? I'm just saying I'm nowhere qualified to even give this suggestion. I have to first change myself. I think we should finish this business this lifetime. And then we will leave it to Lord Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada, Krishna, whatever they decide. If you have to come another 400,000 years, we will come. But according to them. But our goal should be, Krishna, you do whatever you want to do with me. Whatever. My only goal, I want to serve you. That's it. Janma Janma Prabhu say, like Nandini Mataji said. That should be our goal. Not only the goal, we should act like that. Having understanding that, all this is good, but am I going to really implement that, the Jnana and Vigyan? That is also very important, I'm sure Krishna consciousness is a very powerful path, powerful practice. There is tremendous opportunity that we can complete the journey this lifetime. So devotees, any more thoughts before we read another verse maybe? Bhashwati Mataji, any more thoughts?
What Mataji says, Indira Mataji says that as I have a comment I heard from someone that Srila Prabhupada says that if you follow the 4 regulatory principles and follow the Krishna consciousness seriously, chanting the holy name throughout your life, then definitely you will get a human birth in the next life.
Very nice,
Thank
Bhashwati
you.
Mataji.
But
Thank you, Mataji.
So from Mataji, we have a hope that next life we'll again get the human life and purify more ourselves. If not, if we're not able to complete this in this life. But
My thinking is that why not we aim high?
yes, for this life we have to complete.
Yeah, complete the journey this time.
Complete the journey.
Very good. But yeah, that's a good point, Bhashwati Mataji.
I want to share something. The last verse that we just read about Brahma's, annihilation partial annihilation at the end of Brahma's day when night comes. This is actually, I forget now which one, but there was an experiment that was conducted. I think Einstein commented this was like spooky action at a distance or something. Like they were trying to um, um, test the theory of entanglement, I believe. And so, I think he commented that, based on that experiment, it's the conclusion was that so the existence of the sun and the moon is dependent on someone viewing it. When someone sees, there is sun. When someone sees, there is moon. When no one is watching, it's just not there. This was something that I saw like a series on like a long time ago, but like now this appears to me like it's actually like similar application. Like when Brahma is awake during the day, then everything is manifest. It's in the manifested world. And when he's sleeping at night, not watching, then it's kind of like going back into the unmanifested. That just stood out to me, so I wanted to share.
Yes, Mataji. That's true. That's what this verse, the 18 mentions, that you will go at the beginning, all the living entities become manifest, and then at the end, again, they become unmanifest state. And thereafter, when the night falls, they merge into the unmanifest again. And like he's going to continue in 19, and this is a cycle, it keeps on happening. And again, when the Brahma's day arrives, all living entities come into being. With the arrival of Brahma, they are helplessly annihilated. So it's a very long, complicated cycle. As we have all agreed, that let us pray that we are able to complete this cycle sooner, or we leave everything to Krishna, whatever he thinks. Whether we have to come back 10 times, 15 times, 100 times, million times, it's up to him. But at least we should get to that point that I'm going to surrender to Krishna. My only goal, how can I serve Krishna and his devotees? So devotees, I think we still can complete this verse, I think, so that tomorrow, whoever is going to start, they can start with a little more information on this, what happens. Krishna is going to talk about even the higher transcendental platform, which is, higher than even Satyaloka. So why not we read this, devotees? 8:19.
Gramaha Sahib. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can we read?
Oh, sure.
Bhagavad Gita 8.9. What's the verse, Prabhuji? 8.19. भूताग्रमः सयिभयं भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते रात्रि अगमे वसः पार्थ प्रभावती यहर आगमे.
Very nice, Mataji. Why not we take one more? One of the devotees can read.
Right, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Someone else.
Whoever has not read so far, Raghu Prabhu, you didn't read, right?
No, I didn't read. No,
Okay, can you read that, Prabhu?
Yeah. Bhutagramah sa evayam bhutva bhutva praliyate ratri agame vasaha spata prabhavati agame.
Okay, Prabhu. Haribol. Because of time, we got about 10 more minutes. We will just read 2 turns today. And maybe our Baldev Prabhu, would you like to read the translation and purport, Prabhu? Okay. Maybe Prabhuji is busy. How about Subal Prabhuji? You want to read, maybe?
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandat Pranam, all Krishna Shri Prabhupada. Again and again, when Brahma's days arrives, all living entities come into being. And with the arrival of Brahma's night, they are helplessly annihilated. Purport. The less intelligent who try to remain within the material world may be elevated to higher planets and then again must come down to this planet Earth. During the daytime of Brahma, they can exhibit their activities on higher and lower planets within this material world. But at the coming of Brahma's night, they are all annihilated. In the day, they receive various bodies for material activities. And at night, they no longer have bodies, but remain compact in the body of Vishnu. Then again, they are manifest at the arrival of Brahma's day. Bhutva Bhutva Pralayate. During the day, they become manifest, and at the night, they annihilate again. Ultimately, when Brahma's life is finished, they are all annihilated and remain unmanifest for millions and millions of years. And when Brahma is born again in another millennium, they are again manifest. In this way, they are captivated by the spell of material world. But those intelligent persons who take to Krishna consciousness use the human life fully in the devotional service of the Lord, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thus they transfer themselves even in the life to the spiritual planet of Krishna and become eternally blissful there, not being subject to such rebirths. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Prabhu. Would you like to comment on this, Prabhuji?
Prabhuji, as we can see, Srila Prabhupada clearly explained how again and again when Brahma days arrives, the living entities come into being and then At the night of Brahma, they are, helplessly annihilated. But at the end of Brahma's life, they are again annihilated for millions and millions of years. And again, they are born, when Brahma is born. So, as Prabhuji, you mentioned, our first duty is to try to complete, complete our activities and fully, surrender onto Krishna consciousness and, get liberation here itself, Prabhuji, and be in the service of the Lord. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Yeah. Devotees, read this. Srila Prabhupada is saying, even in this life, it's possible. Srila Prabhupada is giving, as the instruction, even in this life, to the spiritual planet of Krishna and become eternally blissful there, not being subject to such rebirth. So it's possible. There is a lot of hope. Krishna himself is giving a lot of hope for us. So devotees, any more thoughts? We got 5 more minutes. Pavan Prabhu, any thoughts you have? Raghu Prabhu, I see Karthik Prabhu has joined. We have 5 more minutes. I see Shama Mataji is there. I see Namananda Prabhu, lot of highly, very elevated devotees. You can share any comment, thoughts.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, everyone. Prabhuji, wonderful discussion, Prabhuji, and wonderful comments by all the devotees. Yes, Prabhu, like we are reading Bhagavad Gita this evening, and we should be very, very grateful to Srila Prabhupada. If Srila Prabhupada didn't give this movement, and we would not be doing it, and we are very fortunate for that. We should remain grateful life after life to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Gauranga. And as long as we are doing this, the 4 regulative principle chanting, we do not have to worry at all. And also, like as Nandini Mataji mentioned, we should always try our best and get into service and also follow the principles. But wherever I am, whatever Krishna wants, if Krishna wants to keep me in this Kali Yuga, life after life, if I get opportunity, I'll for service to the devotees, I'll feel fortunate. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Shama Mataji, you want to say something? Okay. Maybe Mataji is busy. But devotees, this is what I understand. My intelligence is limited, my knowledge is limited, but I definitely agree with all Srila Prabhupada's instruction. He has mentioned, as Bhashati Mataji mentioned, if we, chant nicely, and if we follow the 4 regulative principles, and if we have association of the devotees, read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, there is a greater chance that we will at least get a human form. But if we kind of little more, endure and make it little more perfect, I think I would like to complete this journey in this lifetime. There's no point in coming back again. I mean, depending on Krishna, Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada, if they want us to come back, we'll definitely come back. But even Srila Prabhupada is saying is that let's go back to our Godhead. That is our home. Nandini Mataji, any final comment?
We pray like everything depends on us. We work hard like everything depends on us. And we leave the results up to Krishna, No, there's no attachment to results. And even Lord Chaitanya is saying, Dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam vam jagdisha kamahi, mama janmani janmani ishwarai. He's saying after each and every lifetime, you know. So even Lord Chaitanya is saying something like that. So yeah, we worked really hard for this, and as if everything depends on us. This is again Prabhupada saying, but we leave results up to Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Yes, definitely, Mataji. Okay, we'll take one more comment. We'll conclude today's discussion. Final comment, anybody? Bhashwati Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, a quick question. Here, Prabhupada is explaining that it will remain compact in the body of Vishnu, right? So, is it just curious to know? Is it Garbhodakashai Vishnu or Mahavishnu, which is Karnadakshay Vishnu?
Garbhodakshai.
Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Okay.
Yeah. The Mahavishnu is for all the universes.
Okay. So
Yes.
partial annihilation here we are talking about Garbhodakshaya Vishnu only.
Yes, only our Vishnu. Yeah, our Vishnu for our Brahma.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Haribol Nandini Mataji. Yes, that is correct. It will be Garbhodaksha Vishnu. And Karanadaksha Vishnu is creating so many infinite such universes. And Shirodaksha Vishnu will enter all the manifestations. So it's we see that how great is the Lord. Like we started with that brief short video of Prabhupada. We understand that Krishna is such large, humongous, infinite. We may not be able to understand him. Srila Prabhupada mentioned that it's not possible for us to fully understand. But as much. So now we understand that this is just Brahma. So how powerful is Krishna who has created Brahma? That is the understanding of all these verses. So devotees, we shall conclude here. It is exactly 9 p.m. And I'm sure tomorrow and the following 3-4 days, we'll have wonderful devotees. Kartik Prabhu is there, Bhashwati Mataji is there, Sushilpa Mataji is there, our Subal Prabhu is there. So they will walk us through this wonderful understanding. Krishna is going to tell us in the next one. What happens is saying, yet there is another unmanifest nature. He's going to talk about the spiritual platform. So we'll wait for the devotees. We shall conclude here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. ISKCON Temple Sankirtana ki jai. ISKCON Temple Bhagavad Gita study session ki jai. Haribol. All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna. All glories to Hare Krishna.
Prabhu ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
This Thursday it would be Shubh Vilas Prabhuji. I think tomorrow Kartik Prabhuji.
Haribol.